Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Comedic African. I've been thinking about some things and wanted to, I guess, make a video, talk about some issues that we have in our community. And, there's so many different issues that we have. Many of them stem with the drama that we went through. And a lot of them are still perpetuated by us today. And personally, I believe the number one problem in the black community is that we produce 0% of what we consume. And you can argue about the 0%, half a percent, 1%. Honestly, is 0%. Um, and so, how can we take ourselves seriously if we're 100% consumers? It's just kind of ridiculous at this point with everything that we have and all the things that we've accomplished individually for us to still be totally reliant on the overall system, in general. And so it's like, how can we claim freedom when we're still working and being provided by the same people who stole us in the first place? And I know that might sound harsh, and I know things are so much different for us than they were for our ancestors. But honestly, that makes it even worse. That makes it sadder because we don't have the same, structure beating us directly as our ancestors did. Now the structure has basically taught us to beat ourselves and to defeat ourselves by, pretty much our our definition of success is what they tell us, And so if we continue to allow the oppressor to define success for us, then we'll be in the same place. And so, you might ask, what do I mean by that? Well, it seems as if success is what? Going to school, getting a good job for the mainstream, making money, then spending it on all these things that they say we need. And who happens to produce these things? They do. And so, pretty much, we're continuing to build their wealth because nobody's going to pay you more than what you're bringing in for them. That doesn't make sense. So if they're paying you well, then best believe they're making twice that off of you. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's just the basic principle of labor, but just be aware that we're building this for them. And what we're paid, yeah, we earn it, but we could make even more for ourselves if, we put in the work to do those businesses for ourselves. And so going back to the premise of what I'm saying, I mean, if we produce 0% of what we consume, then we're totally reliant. And, we're just total consumers, man. And that's just ridiculous in 2021. And so, what I propose is that we figure out how we can work together to build some things. And honestly, Africa and Black America need to come together because we really need each other. So if we could actually create a production base in Africa, and we don't even have to create it from scratch because there are a lot of African factories that are producing things locally. We can work with people who are already producing stuff and export it over here because, everybody's talking about black business and, black business is key, very important. But to be honest, if you have a black business, most likely you're sourcing your products from Asia or just mainstream white America. That's where that's who's producing everything. And so you're lucky to get 30, 40 cents on the dollar for the products that you're selling because you're sourcing your products, from the same place everybody else is. So yeah, we definitely want to support black business, but that's not a black dollar. That's a black 40 cent and another 60 cent going back to the same place everything else does. And so if we could create a production base in Africa where black entrepreneurs in America and across the world could source their products from, then that's a true black dollar, 100% black dollar. And, black Americans, businesses will be able to support the African production facilities, and we can grow from there. And if we could just get a small percentage of what we consume here in America, then that's huge amounts of wealth that can be spread amongst the participants to continue and grow and do new things. So, I don't know, it might be controversial. I'm sure everybody always has something to say, but, it is what it is. Um, and so, just want to talk briefly about that. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section. And if you're serious about building, hey, reach out to me. Hit me up on Instagram, the Comedic African, or this platform. But basically, we need to come together, and I'm looking for serious people who really want to do some serious things together. So if you're one of those people, please reach out so we can connect. All right. Well, peace and love to you all. Have a great day.